Hi, my name is Ed, and I absolutely shit on subpar products. So if you're into that, consider subscribing. Today, we're looking at the Athlon 4x24. I've tested this since January, so what are we in, May? So it's 5 months. 5 months of solid use. Straight off the bat, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Well, maybe a little bit, but not much. So, let's crack into it. I have a few points. Let's start with the bad points, we'll end with the good points. So the bad points. The first one, sloppy turrets. They're fucking shit house. Like, shit house to the power of 10. When you turn them, you'll get a click and you'll be halfway through travel, but then it will, like, rotate back and it will look like, so this is one click right, but it has returned, so the 0 is on the indicator line. Then once you turn it a couple of clicks, it sort of frees up a bit, but now it's sort of sitting halfway between two indicator lines. I don't know if it's on 3 clicks or 4. Yeah, shit house. The other thing about the turrets I don't like is the fact that they're exposed turrets. Now, for a 1 to 4, just consider what application you would use a 1 to 4. So, you know, up and close, the 1 power, the reason why people like the 1 power is because it's essentially a red dot. So you're going to be doing quick shooting, and then, you know, you have the ability to zoom in if you want to go out to slightly further ranges, this being times 4. Times 4 is probably good for most people out to about, you know, let's say 300 meters. Obviously you can shoot a lot further with 4 power, but, you know, generally most people, 300 meters would be about good for 4 power. At that range, you're not really making that much of adjustment. So it's not like you're going to sit there with a data card and be like, oh, yep, fucking 16 OA up and fucking click it in, because that's not really how the site's designed to be used. And that also will tie into the reticle. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, there is absolutely no need for them to be exposed, in my opinion. It's a 1 to 4. They should be cap turrets, and they are quite big turrets as well. Like, they don't need to be that big. I reckon they could be a bit more slimline. Now, I do believe in their more expensive models. I think it's a 1 to 6 that Athlon makes. It definitely... You just fart, cunt? That fucking stinks. Yeah, you. Little shit. Where the fuck was I? That fucking reeks. Poo. Yeah, so I believe it's a 1 to 6 that they make. Whatever the version that's, you know, fucking twice the price of this one, they have cap turrets, which, you know, is good. That's what they should have done with this one. Now, we'll go on to the reticle while we're talking about that. So, you know, this has the ability to dial in your fucking reticle, which, you know, is good if you have a duplex. This has a reticle with hash marks to sort of act as a BDC, but it's not really a BDC, it's just MOA markers. It also has windage markers, and it has markers above the center line. So if your round's going higher than center.
Is it only the, this is not the dot one, is it?
No, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. That's actually worse.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah, that fucking red is...
That's shit, eh? Like, even on 11 on max, it makes it harder.
Yeah, it just makes it like maroon, not even red.
Yeah, it takes away from your, like, trying to find that black cross.
Yeah. If it was, yeah, as I said, if it was just the black cross, if just the cross was red,
yeah,
it'd be mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking.
The reticle as well, with the illumination side. So the whole reticle itself illuminates. Now, why I think that's a problem, most low power variables, when they have an illumination setting, it's going to illuminate either a center dot or a center component of the site itself. So that way it draws your eye to the center and makes you quicker for quick target acquisition and quick shooting. Illuminating the whole thing is kind of annoying because your eye isn't automatically drawn to the center, so it actually makes quick shooting relatively hard. Just because, you know, your eyes are not going, okay, dot on target, dot on shot on. Now, the biggest gripe I have with this site, all others aside, I could probably look past all of them, but this is fucking ridiculous. And if you watch my unboxing video of this, you probably saw that then. The magnification adjustment is really, really stiff. Even mounted to the rifle, I'll throw up a video right now as I'm talking, turning it is ridiculously hard. Now, you know, you'd be out hunting whatever, you're on 1 power because you're nice and close and you're like, okay, I want to have a look over there. And then you got to fucking sit there and reef on this ring to get it around. Not only is it stiff, but it's also backwards from the way it would normally be. So normally you'd have your throw lever all the way to the left and that would be on 1 power, and then you would lever it to the right to increase magnification. This is backwards. With the throw lever to the left, it's on 1 power. and then you turn it to the right, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of. It doesn't actually have a throw lever on it. It has a little knurled knob with a plug in there. You can take the plug out, and apparently you can get a throw lever for it, but why it's not in the kit is fucking beyond me. That's all the bad points. Let's talk about the good points. Right, the good points are, I do like the location of the battery compartment and switch for the illumination, being that it's not directly on top. I know that Vortex makes their lower line one, I think it's the Crossfire 1 to 4, is on top. And for me, it just looks a bit Gumby, and I feel like it would get in the way of your line of sight over your sights if you want to be quick. But having said that, this has a Mahusive turret, which is pretty much the same thing. So this being on top would not be a drama because you've got that big fucking thing in the way anyway. But, you know, having it on the side they're angled, I think it's a fairly good location for it. Some other ones, if they don't have it there, they will have it on the side here opposite your windage adjustment. I would probably, for the same price point, you're looking at a Vortex Crossfire for about $150 to $200 more. You're looking at a Vortex Strike Eagle 1 to 8 by 24. This is fairly heavy as well when you compare it to the Vortex Strike Eagle, just as a quick comparison. This is 520 grams and the Strike Eagle is 480 grams, even though the Strike Eagle is actually physically longer. I'll throw a photo up right now. It looks bulkier. It's bigger in every aspect. Like, it's wider, it's longer, but it's still lighter than this. I've heard good things about Athlon's upper echelon and upper tier of their products, but, you know, their low tier being, you know, this is rubbish. Do yourselves a favor. If you're looking at a low power variable, don't buy this. Buy something else. So there you go. That's my view and my opinion and my review and my everything on the Athlon 1 to 4 by 24. It's a piece of shit. Anyway, catch you next review. Hooroo.